What's up, guys? Steve here with another unemployment update regarding enhanced extended unemployment benefits. As we're seeing states across the nation begin to end their state extended benefits, leaving several Americans across the nation without unemployment benefits. But amongst that, we have one state that has announced they want to implement permanent extended unemployment for their state. So I'm going to get you caught up on what they're proposing right now and how hopefully that could set the precedent for states across the nation as we are currently in the middle of this pandemic crisis. In addition to that, I'm going to get you caught up on where we currently stand right now with unemployment benefits in the nation and how we have till the end of the year for Congress to provide an extension for federal unemployment, or we're going to be seeing nearly 14 million people lose their benefits seemingly overnight. So hopefully we're going to be seeing some sort of extension. I'm going to get you caught up on all the details as to where things currently stand as of today, Sunday, November the 29th. And before we dive in though, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. Be sure to smash the like button. It helps out my channel. Thank you so much. Like button, comments, and sharing these videos out to anybody who you think might need to see them. It helps out my channel. And also, if you'd like to stay up to date on everything rolling out, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload any updates on stimulus or unemployment, you can get notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. All right, so first let's do this. I'm going to talk about extended state benefits for those of you who need to get caught up on that. Second, I'm going to talk about what states I've already mentioned have announced they're going to be ending their extended benefits, and the one state that has proposed permanent extended benefits for the state. And then lastly, let's cover PUA and PEUC, the federal provisions that have been provided from the CARES Act that enhance and expand unemployment benefits and how they're set to expire December 31st. And we need Congress to provide some sort of extension, or we could see about 12 to 14 million people lose their benefits overnight. So the way that state extended benefits work is that as the unemployment rate goes up or down, there's a threshold that triggers on the extension or triggers it off. So let's say for some states it's probably 5%. So as the unemployment rate goes over 5%, then the state can turn on extended unemployment for the state, which will provide additional weeks. So a lot of states, it varies on how much you can collect, but the majority of states provide 26 weeks of unemployment that you can collect over the course of 1 year. So you can get 26 weeks, but if it goes over that 5% and the state triggers on the extended benefits, then they'll allow you to collect an additional amount of weeks. Some states have provided an additional 13. Other states have provided an additional 20 weeks. So if they've added 20 weeks of extended state benefits, that means you can collect your 26 plus an additional 20 for a total of 46 weeks of state benefits. Now, in addition to that, the CARES Act provided a federal extension for all states of 13 weeks. So in states like California, you can collect the original 26 plus the state extension of 20 plus the federal 13 weeks for a total of 59 weeks of unemployment benefits. However, the opposite is also true as well. As the unemployment rate goes down past that, say, 5% threshold, then the state has to trigger off their extended benefits as well. And I mentioned in previous videos that just in the past week, we've seen this happen in the states of Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia, Colorado, and Kansas, who are going to be ending their extended benefits. So all of the people that are currently on state extended benefits, they're going to be seeing that end very soon. They might have already collected the end of that benefit. However, what we just heard last week is there's one state that's proposing that their state extension be set in place permanently through the pandemic. And that state is the state of Michigan. Link in the description below to the article that reads, Gretchen Whitmer seeks $100 million stimulus to aid Michigan economy. And right now what they want to do is provide $100 million in state stimulus. And one of the things they want to do is make that state extension permanent. Here is a screenshot of the number 2 on their list of 3 items that they want to address with the stimulus. And it reads, pass a permanent extension of unemployment benefits. Dropping down to the 4th line, it says, let us work together again to make an extension permanent. Further, I hope that you will increase the weekly benefits and permanently expand our top in the nation work share program. Now, if the state of Michigan does pass this proposal, what it would mean is that people could collect that state extended benefit regardless of if the unemployment rate goes past that threshold and it is supposed to be triggered off. Now, some people are saying if the unemployment rate is that low, why not just turn it off and make the unemployed go out and try to find work? Well, what they're saying is that cases are on the rise along with deaths. We're not anywhere near the end of this virus, and there's a lot of people that are still at high risk, so they don't want to go back to their work and potentially get sick. In addition to that, they're saying that there are businesses and jobs that have permanently closed down, and we're seeing permanent unemployment. So a lot of these people don't even have jobs to go back to. So what they're saying is right now, while we're still in the middle of this pandemic and economic crisis, we should be providing these provisions to try to help out those who are experiencing the worst of this crisis. Now, I want to bring up these charts that just came out in an article last week, and I mentioned them in my last video, but they're such good visuals, I want to provide them to you again. And that is that last week we heard there was 778,000 new unemployment cases filed in the US. But that's just new cases. That doesn't include everybody that's unemployed in the US, which you can see right here is about 20 million people that are still unemployed in the United States of America. Now, out of that 20 million, currently about 6 million are collecting state unemployment benefits. Now, I don't know how much of those are regular state benefits or extended state benefits, but there's 6 million people in there that could be losing benefits if their state extensions are coming to an end. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned, PUA and PEUC from the CARES Act, which expanded and extended out benefits for an additional 13 weeks, is set to expire at the end of the year. And currently, at this time, there are about 9 million people that are on PUA, and there is about 4 million people on PEUC. So that's about 13 million people that have until the end of the year to collect their benefits. So right now, there are literally tens of millions of people that could be seeing the end of their unemployment benefits if Congress does not provide an extension of some kind of PUA and PEUC. Congress is set to be back in session starting tomorrow. However, what we're hearing is that their top priority is going to be the budget, so that way there's no government shutdown. Now, what some are saying is that we could see a relief stimulus package tied to that budget, but others are saying it's very unlikely. Now, whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. They have until December 11th to provide that budget, so we'll see if it has a stimulus package tied to it. But if it does, it will have an unemployment extension and expansion, as that is one of the top priorities right now for stimulus. So like I said, whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. But while we wait for Congress to pass that next stimulus package on a federal level, be sure not to miss out on what's available to you on a state, city, and county level, as we're beginning to see programs pop up all over the place. And I'm trying to keep you guys up to date as I'm hearing about these programs. I'm going to share them here on the channel. Of course, I can't keep up with all of them, so be sure to do some research on your part. But as I mentioned in my last video, we heard that in the state of New Mexico, they're providing their unemployed with $1,200 stimulus checks after they have exhausted all of their benefits. So don't miss out on a lot of these programs that are available only for a limited amount of time with a limited amount of budget. Stimulus checks, rental aid, utility aid, and a lot of programs are popping up all over the place. So be sure to keep an eye out for that as well. Well, you guys, that is your unemployment extended benefits update as of today, Sunday, November the 29th. And once again, if you like and appreciate these videos and you haven't already, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. Be sure to smash the like button. It helps out the channel. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to stay up to date on everything rolling out, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload videos, you can get notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. And if you'd like a chance to get 4 free stocks, link in the description below. When you download the Webull app using my link and you fund your account with as little as $100, you can get 4 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $1,600. And if you'd like a chance to be a part of something positive and encouraging, a group of us get together on Thursday evenings at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time on Facebook at teachjesus.app and do Bible studies. Just a simple invitation if you might be interested in something positive and encouraging at this time. And also, if you like some fashionable, modest women's clothing, be sure to check out my wife's website at www.nayaellaboutique.com. All links in the description below. Well, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Take care. God bless. Have a blessed weekend. This is Steve.